Hello to everyone. Today we will go with an article The Role of Sleep in Mental and Physical Health. We will read the paragraph. We will read each paragraph and we will discuss some vocabs from this paragraph and we will go through the grammar part. Okay? So, the role of sleep in mental and physical health. In our fast-paced, achievement-driven world, sleep is often considered a luxury. Many people believe that sacrificing rest is the price of success. However, science tells us a different story. Sleep is not a weakness, it is a superpower. When you sleep, your brain does not shut down. Instead, it becomes highly active, repairing cells, organizing memories, and regulating emotions. Studies have shown that people who get adequate sleep perform better in school, make fewer mistakes, and are less likely to suffer from stress and anxiety. Unfortunately, modern lifestyles often interfere with healthy sleep. The use of smartphones before bed, irregular schedules, and high levels of stress all contribute to poor sleep quality. As a result, many people experience fatigue, forgetfulness, and mood swings, symptoms that can affect every area of life. To improve sleep, experts recommend creating a bedtime routine, avoiding screens an hour before sleeping, and going to bed at the same time every night. Small changes can make a big difference. In short, sleep is not time wasted, it's time invested in your brain, body, and future. So, what is the summary of this paragraph? The summary is in today's fast paced world, sleep is often undervalued. We undervalue the sleep, but science shows it is essential for brain function, for our memory, for our emotional health, for our physical health, for everything. Sleep is often necessary, sleep is mandatory to all. Adequate sleep improves performance and reduces stress and anxiety. So, this paragraph importantly or mainly focused on our sleep quality. Okay, so it says that adequate sleep improves performance and reduce stress and anxiety, which science also proved that we need enough sleep to improve our performance, physical and mental health. Okay, so, our modern habits like screen use and irregular routines, indisciplined lifestyles, which harm our sleep quality, which leads to fatigue and mood issues. Fatigue means we feel tired every time. Mood swing also happens. So many experts suggest simple changes in our life like consistent sleep, like one daily routine, limiting screen time, which will improve our sleep and which will add our lifestyle better. So next we will go with the vocabulary analysis in which we will go through the words with definitions, synonyms and examples. So our first word is fast paced, whose meaning is moving quickly, busy. Its synonyms are rapid or hectic. Contextual use. So in our first sentence we used in our fast paced world. Next word is achievement driven, focused on success or goals. Synonyms are ambitious, success, focused. In the contextual use, we used is in a sentence achievement driven world. So in the contextual use, you can go through the paragraph. You will find these words or these phrases. Okay. So next word is sacrificing. Sacrificing means giving up something valuable. So its synonyms are surrendering and foregoing. Next word is your regulating. Regulating means controlling or maintaining. Its synonyms are managing, adjusting. Next word is adequate. Adequate means enough or sufficient. Its synonyms are sufficient, ample. Next, interfere with. Interfere with meaning disturb or prevent from functioning. So synonyms are disrupt or hinder. Next is your fatigue. Fatigue means extreme tiredness. So its synonyms are exhaustion and burnout. Next word is your mood swings. Mood swing means sudden emotional changes, emotional disturbances. So synonyms are emotional shifts. Next is your routine. You all know what is routine. Routine means a regular schedule. So what will be the synonyms? It is easy for every one of you. So it is habit and regimen. Next is invested. Put time or effort into something. Invested meaning is put time or effort into something. So synonyms are devoted or committed. So in the next part we will go through the grammar analysis. So in the paragraph, the first sentences are, in our fast-paced achievement-driven world, sleep is often considered a luxury. So here we'll go through the type, then grammar notes. So type is complex sentence. So in past sentences are complex sentence with dependent clause plus main clause. So grammar notes, what are the grammar notes? In our fast-paced achievement-driven world is a prepositional phrase acting as an introductory element. Sleep is often considered a luxury is the main clause with a passive voice construction. Is considered. Here it is written as is considered, means it is a passive voice. So next sentence, many people believe that sacrificing rest is the price of success. So it is also a complex sentence. Many people believe is the independent clause. It doesn't depend on any other sentence. It can complete sentence on its own. So many people believe. Next, that sacrificing rest is the price of success. It is a noun clause acting as the object of belief. From the independent clause, belief, it is acting as the object of that belief. That sacrificing rest is the price of success. Next is, however, science tells us a different story. Sleep is not a weakness; it is a superpower. So here the sentence is compound sentence. However is a conjunctive adverb showing contrast. Two independent clauses. Sleep is not a weakness and it is a superpower, because both these sentences are complete itself by its own. Okay, so sleep is not a weakness. It doesn't depend upon any other sentences. Also, it is a superpower. It is a superpower. It also completes its own sentence. It doesn't depend upon any other sentences. So these are two independent clauses. So what is your conjunctive adverb? Conjunctive adverb is a kind of adverb that is a conjunction by its character, but an adverb by its designs. Conjunctive adverbs are adverbs that not only qualify a word but also connect different clauses or sentences. Different conjunctive adverbs like accordingly, additionally, also, anyway, besides, equally, finally, further, however, hence, in addition, in contrast. So these are your conjunctive adverbs. So our next part is, when you sleep, your brain doesn't shut down. It is a complex sentence. When you sleep is a dependent adverb clause. Your brain doesn't shut down is the main clause. So what is dependent adverb clause? A dependent adverb clause is a group of words that plays the role of an adverb and that contains a subject and a verb. Like any adverb, a dependent adverb clause tells us things like when, where, why, how often, or under what condition the main verb in the sentence takes place. Suppose we will take adverb occasionally. It is not a dependent adverb clause. It is a normal adverb. So next is, instead it becomes highly active, referring cells, organizing memories and regulating emotions. It is a simple sentence. It starts with an adverb instead. Also contains a compound predicate. Do you know about what is compound predicate? So your compound predicate is when two or more verbs share the same subject. For example, Rama acts suspiciously and talks to no one. Here acts and talks are two verbs which share same subject, Rama. Okay? So here your compound predicate is becomes highly active, which is followed by three present participle phrases like repairing, organizing, regulating. Next is our studies have shown that people who get adequate sleep perform better in school, make fewer mistakes, and are less likely to suffer from stress and anxiety. So this is a complex sentence with relative clause. So do you know about what is relative clause? So relative clause is a type of sentence that provides additional information about a noun by connecting it to a relative pronoun such as who, whom, which, or that, etc. Okay, so it also functions as a subordinate clause. So I am giving one example of relative clause. So here is your example. The shirt that I bought yesterday is too small. That I bought yesterday is a part of relative clause. So here studies have shown part is the main clause. That people who get adequate sleep is a noun clause. Who get adequate sleep is a relative clause. Modifying whom? Modifying people. Okay. So here parallel structures are there. Perform better, make fewer mistakes, are less likely. These are parallel structures. Next we will go for the paragraph 2. Unfortunately, modern lifestyle often interfere with healthy sleep. It is a simple sentence where unfortunately is an introductory adverb. So what is your introductory adverb? Normally, we don't always start a sentence with a subject. Sometimes we start with an introductory element. It is usually an adverb. So these are called introductory adverb. For example, surprisingly, undoubtedly, unfortunately, eventually. These are all introductory adverbs. Next, modern lifestyles often interfere with healthy sleep. This is normal subject plus verb plus object construction. Next is your the use of smartphones before bed, irregular schedules, and high levels of stress all contribute to poor sleep quality. It is a simple sentence with compound subject. So, what is your compound subject? Compound subject is a subject with two or more simple subjects. In other words, when the subject of a sentence is made up of two or more elements, it's a compound subject. Suppose we will take an example. Ram and Sam went to school. Here Ram and Sam are both simple subjects. So here Ram and Sam are simple subjects and these subjects are joined with the conjunction and. So these are called compound subject. The subject here is a list of noun phrases, means the use of smartphones before bed, irregular schedules, and high levels of stress are all noun phrases. So, what is your noun phrase? Noun phrase is a group of two or more words headed by a noun that includes modifiers. For example, if we say the dog, dog is noun, the is a modifier. A cat, cat is a noun, a is a modifier. So here in this sentence, the use of smartphones before bed, irregular schedules, and high level of stress are all noun phrases. All contribute in the sentence is the verb phrase. What is your verb phrase? A verb phrase consists of a main verb and any auxiliary verbs. So here contribute is your verb phrase. To poor sleep quality is a prepositional phrase acting as adverbial. So what is your prepositional phrase? A prepositional phrase is a phrase that includes a preposition, the object of the preposition, and any modifiers. Here in the sentence, to poor sleep quality, to is the preposition and poor sleep quality is the modifier. Next is our as a result, many people experience fatigue, forgetfulness, and mood swings, symptoms that can affect every area of life. It is a complex sentence with an appositive phrase. So, what is your appositive phrase? So, an appositive is a noun or a noun phrase that sits next to another noun to rename it or to describe it another way. For example, the roads in Paris, the most romantic city in the world. So, the most romantic city in the world is here appositive, which describes Paris. Here, as a result, is a transitional phrase. What is your transitional phrase? So, transitional phrase are those words or phrases which enhances readability, flow, and comprehension. So, some examples of transitional phrases are furthermore, moreover, in addition, however, yet, therefore, as a result, etc. Next is your symptoms that can affect every area of life is an appositive which renames the previous list like fatigue, forgetfulness, and mood swings. Okay, that can affect every area of life is a relative clause modifying the symptoms. So next is our to improve sleep, experts recommend creating a bedtime routine, avoiding screens an hour before sleeping, and going to bed at the same time every night. It is a complex sentence and begins with an infinitive phrase. So, what is your infinitive phrase? An infinitive phrase is the infinitive form of a verb plus any complements and modifiers. So, here to improve sleep is the infinitive phrase. Infinitive is to improve, object of the infinitive is sleep. This phrase functions as an adverb explaining the purpose of the action recommend. Also, experts recommend is the main clause. And some list that follows maintains parallelism with gerunds, creating, avoiding, going, etc. Next is small changes can make a big difference, which is a simple sentence and it is subject plus verb plus object structure. So it's all about the article. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, follow this channel. Thank you.